Greetings from the planet Earth to all you YouTubers out there. Been a weird day for me, right? But on the bright side, I walked a mile and a half round trip to go get me a cup of tea. Now, that may not seem like much to you, but it's pretty amazing to me because I was supposed to be in the ground a long time ago. March 9th, I was 12 years past due for the grave, right? On March 12th, God tapped me in the shoulder and said to take off my nitro patches. I was wearing 5 people's worth a day just to stay alive, but not anymore. So 2 days in a row, I managed to walk a mile and a half both ways, and that's pretty incredible for me because I couldn't even walk anywhere near that far. I'd have to stop in the store, walking in the grocery store a little bit, and that's without going to all the aisles because the pain was so bad. I was really messed up bad with industrial accidents and the heart problem. Now, I don't claim to be a churchy person. I don't go to church. I don't speak church keys. Don't throw around verses at people. I'm just a simple man who talked to God from his heart. Because God knows who you are on the inside. None of this mask people with him. Does it really matter at all to God that he knows you? No, he don't care about the stuff. He cares about you. He loves you and he wants you to love him back. But the time of that grace that he's talking about, that say it'll never end, is going to end. It has to. They didn't leave God a choice. A lot of people are being that bad puppy in the house that's pooping and peeing all over the place. And no matter how much he loves us and how much he tries, sooner or later that newspaper's got to come out in a little smack in the butt. Because you can't have that laying around. Ask any gardener or farmer you know what happens when weeds try to choke out their precious plants they're trying to go. Any gardener or farmer will deal with the weeds. That's a fact of life. God's the same way. He's the greatest gardener. He made us a garden for us to grow up in. Everything we need to be well can be found in the garden. Big Pharma, on the other hand, they got side effects to everything they make, and you got to buy more pills to deal with the side effects. It's a cash cow. Big Pharma don't care whether you live or die, but God does. So get right with God while you got a chance, because, hey, take a look at Zechariah 14, verses 16 on down. It tells you what's going to happen to those people after they lost the battle. God's going to spare them. They need to go to the Feast of Tabernacles every year or no rain for that first year. Think about it. Why would you need rain? Because the people are going to be in a physical body. Not all of them, but most of them, the survivors, those will be. And that's something you got to think about. They need the rain for agriculture. A lot of them will wish they had the skills of the Amish back then, but there's no factories, no cell phones, none of this stuff's going to be around. But reality is hard for some people to take, and when God starts healing people that are supposed to be dead, think about it. My reality is different than yours. If you think some scientist who doesn't know anything, or some quacks who are practicing medicine and don't have a clue what's going on can fix your problems, dream on. God's the great healer. God's the great everything. Plus, he owns all the real estate. So when he decides to evict you, where are you going to go? North or south? It's up to him because he owns everything. Think about it. Only a fool insults the landlord of all. Don't be a fool. Open your book and read it. It's the smartest thing you'll ever do. Think about it, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.